I'm going to tell you about my daughter's really bad day, according to her. It started out in the morning when she got up late and was running late for a meeting that she had to make this big presentation to try to get this major corporate sponsor on a long term basis. So when she got there, she was all rushed and frantic and not calm. And so her presentation didn't go off quite as strong as it should have. And she wasn't able to convince the corporation to give them a long term sponsorship. However, she did get them to give her a $4,000 grant, and they promised that they would keep an eye on the organization and make a decision again next year as to whether they wanted to be a long-term sponsor. She had $4,000 that she didn't have when she started for the day, and their word that they were going to reconsider again next year. That's a pretty good outcome. But all she could focus on was the fact that she didn't get the long-term sponsorship she went there for. The next setback came when she got home and couldn't find her car in the airport parking lot. I had driven and we had parked the car. I had parked the car and she didn't pay attention to where I parked it. And so when she got back, she spent nearly half an hour going to the parking lot and clicking the little beeper on their key fob to see where she could find the car noise coming from. Now, of course, she's focused again on I couldn't find the car. But she totally missed the fact that she had a key fob that could make it beep, and she had a car that was new enough to have that feature. So she was really very lucky. Otherwise, it could have taken her twice as long to walk through all the layers of the car parking lot to find her car. So she gets in her car and realizes that she didn't have any gas. So she needed to find a gas station close by. She looks it up on her phone, gets there, and the gas station is no longer in business. Now she is just like, oh my gosh. She looks up another gas station. There was one close by. She gets to it, gets her gas, doesn't run out of gas. But instead of focusing on the fact that she didn't run out of gas, she was able to find a gas station by having her phone to look it up. She just focused on the fact that, man, I could have run out of gas and the gas station wasn't open. And so she missed all the good parts that were in there. Finally, came the incident when she had to pick me up from the airport later on that day. And she just parked in the parking ramp and came in. I was ready to go. We went back out, got in the car, and the car didn't start. And those of you who watched my blog post last week heard about this already a little bit. Her battery was dead. And as we were looking for the number for AAA, a service truck pulls up next to us to help the guy next to us change a tire on his car, a flat tire. And he said he would come over. He got the car started in 5 minutes. And on top of that, it didn't cost us anything to have it done. And when we get in the car, my daughter's like, oh my gosh, another bad thing happening to me today. And I started thinking as she was telling me about all these things, there's a pattern here that's going on. In everything that happened, there was something good about it. And you're not seeing it, girl. You're not seeing it. And until you see it, these things just may keep happening to you. There's a message here for you, and you need to see that message. And finally, she was like, oh, you are so right. And she finally ended up laughing at the whole situation because it was so many things that it's like, come on, open your eyes. I just want you to see that there's something good in this stuff. Find the good in your day, and then the good things will start happening. I hope you've got some good examples of how to pull the good out of some bad situations. Remember to leave comments below. Let me know how it went this week trying this activity out. And come back and join me again next week. I look forward to it.